Hello Internet, as you see by the video title, or you would have been searching for this, NBN speed test. I am in Ballarat, Victoria, Australia, which is here. I have Southern Phone NBN, which is this package deal. NBN Turbo 50, it's 50 megabits down, 25 megabits up. So they say, however it says here 46 megabits per second, typical evening speed. Okay, we're at speed tests. We will change the server to Melbourne. And we normally get about 30 odd millisecond ping because I'm using wireless and I'm about 20 meters away from the wireless router. I also have fiber to the house, so which is good. I'm using an Apple laptop, if you can tell, and it's a couple of years old and it runs fine. There's no issues there. I am on this plan purposefully because I did not need to be on the max 100 plan. I find that for the price irrelevant at the moment, so I'm staying on a $70 plan. For Americans watching, this internet speed will be laughable. It's kind of like our version of Google Fiber, but we call it the NBN, the National Broadband Network. There you go, you can see 40 megabits down, 15.91 megabits a second up. So let's just do that again. So 40 megabits, what was it, 40.08 divided by 8 is 5 megabytes a second down. Where I lived in Sydney, I had the 100/40 NBN speed, and I constantly sat at about 93 megabits a second down and around 34 megabits a second up. So, look, I'm happy with it. It is great. I do have YouTube up here, and we are going to do a torrent test, so stay with me. I just want to do this a second time around so people can see and understand the speed. Okay, alright, so I've had this NBN here in Ballarat since 2014, and it's been pretty reliable. There hasn't been any issues with it. It does drop out 2 or 3 times a week, but that's accepted. You can see here there's a 1 gigabyte video file of me riding my motorbike. And this person cutting me off. I uploaded that video to YouTube and then re-downloaded it from YouTube using their tool, and it went from 1 gig to 94.9 megabyte. So that's the 94 megabyte video. That's the 1 gigabyte video. What we're going to do is we're going to upload this 94 megabyte video as a test, so you can see how fast it is. You can see there 94.9 megabytes, so it should be about 3 minutes. We got 5:34 p.m. Ah, look at that, 3 minutes, I was right. 2 minutes. 13, 14, 15, 16, so you go, it's 45 seconds. So it's doing 100 megabytes in a minute. So we can figure that out. If it's going to do 100 megabytes in, say, less than a minute. Alright, we'll say it does 100 megabyte in 45 seconds. Alright, what's that? 2.2 megabytes a second, which ties into 32 and 40 that we had before. So, yeah, speed test is pretty accurate, assuming you're using the right server in your area. And boom, that's done, that's processing. Okay, so we'll let that go. We'll go back to the map. All of this area has the NBN all the way down. I know Wollongong, which I think is here, south of Sydney. This is one of Australia's first points that has 1,000 megabit down, 400 megabit up. Now that should be Australia wide. Now for Americans or anyone else outside of Australia watching, no one really, 90% of the populations are along the coast because there's 20,000 beaches around Australia. No one really goes to the middle. I mean, it's pretty daft. Have a look at it. So this is a pretty big thing for us. We've been waiting for this to come for a long time now. I've been pretty fortunate. The internet in my area has always been pretty fast, which is good. So if I go to a torrent program that we have here, I'm not going to tell people how to download torrents, but I am going to show you a speed test of one. Now, this 50 megabits down is the top theoretical, so this should cap at about 5 megabytes a second once it connects to a couple of hundred peers and does its thing. So I don't recommend downloading torrents, of course. Again, this is just a speed test to show you how fast it can go because of the whole piracy thing. And you can't download a car. Well, you can actually download a car. It's called a 3D printer. So, yeah. There we go. 2.5, 2.9, 2.7, 2.5, 2.8, 3. We should hit 4. We get 400 peers. We should be around the 4 mark. You know what? Let's have a look and see who we're connected to. Show me total downloads. There we go. So people wondering what this is, these are the people that I'm connecting to, they're their IP addresses. This is their download link speed. It's pretty much all over the place. But as you can see, this is a 796.9 megabyte video file that I'm downloading. It really wouldn't take 5 minutes. It's sort of jumping up and down. Three megabytes a second. So yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, look, I'm going to stop it there because there's no point in me showing you the entire thing. I don't need it. New data file. Yep, okay, so thanks for watching. If you have any other questions in such, yeah, leave me a comment and should be able to help. Cheers.